time! But first I need to set some of these things up. See, where is it? There it is. Alright. And there we go. Hell yeah! Let me set up my little drawing tablet. Oopsie. Right. Perfect. How nice is that? Oh, that's right. I have text highlighted. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Hold on, I need to check something. Day of the week is that. I have to keep that in mind. There's so many things I have to keep track of now. And that includes the first meeting of the semester for my student group. It looks like it's gonna be on a Wednesday. I have to keep that in mind. Also, I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. I slept way longer than I thought I would. I didn't mean to. But I made sure to get all freshened up, so I was in better spirits when I started stream. It was still a little eepy. I always wake up slow. I'm not really a morning person, even though it's 2 p.m. Shit just happens. But let's see. I have to worry about the side view. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, I think I can figure out a way to work with this. You don't need to worry about the arm at the moment. Forgot that messes with the lasso. This is gonna look weird, but just trust me. Whee! Make sure it's all lined up. Actually, I don't even know if this is lined up. I think it is, but let's see. It's a little lower, but that's fine. Actually, no. Let me check. I was right. It is a bit lower. Because those would be lined up if it wasn't. Da, da, da. And actually, I can make that line up real quick. Just put this here, go here. Arrow keys, they're a blessing. I think it was just maybe off by 1 pixel. There we go. It's just off by a couple pixels. Anyway, if you're wondering why I did this, it's so I could get the height proper. I don't want to accidentally make it off or anything. I thought it would help if I did that. This is why I don't do ref sheets. It's so annoying. Yeah, first thing we're gonna do is make sure the head is lined up properly. That's a little off, actually. More specifically, it's the chin that's off by a little. I know most people figure out how to align these things by doing like the whole line thing, where like you put lines at certain markers to make sure it lines up, but I don't know if that would work for me specifically, so I'd like to at least try my own methods first. You know what? Fine, I'll try it. Ah, what? I need to do this. There we go. Let's work all the way across. No, it's only for that line. That's dumb. No, it'll be fine if I just use the grid. It is not fine. Roller pen. Parallel line. There we go. Ooh. That's cool.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow and the places that you know seem like fantasy, there's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise
Ugh.
it all
Goodness gracious. Not to mention the way I drew them. It's all like uneven shoulders, a little dynamic, not very good for a ref sheet. Oh, we're trying our best here, damn it. We're gonna do it. Yeah, that'll work. I want to make sure the hips are aligned as well. That's pretty important. There we go. Maybe just get rid of that. Yeah, that's where that would go. Actually, hold on, there might be another line we can make. There we go. The top of the hairline is the chin. I'll be moving this over once it's actually done. Just for now, let me clean this up a bit. We're getting there. We're making progress. Slowly but surely. Little sippy. Little sippy is all we need. Keep moving forward. I hate that I made the neck so small in the other ones, because that's not really something I normally do. I can't say it isn't too inaccurate. It's just difficult to pull off from this angle. I feel like Core is such an underappreciated song because the melody's so good. My volume just changed. And my volume just changed. That was not me. It may have been my phone. I don't know. That was weird. And sometimes I can mess with my PC Spotify volume through my phone if my phone connects for some reason. Nose lined up. Not really. It will be though. Suppose I can adjust the head a bit once I get that all settled. What? I think for now, let's just not worry about that. Probably should have done lines to make sure the eyes were right, but I didn't. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that real quick. That's a mistake I should not be making. It's that low. Also, the bottom of the nose. It's roughly lined up. It's a little bit lower. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's right. I stopped filling in the eyebrows. Started coloring them a little bit. It's very subtle, but you can find it in my profile pictures. You might be able to see it if you look at the copies I shared on the Discord group chat, the Discord server. I've gotten so used to calling things group chats now that like I forget that they're called servers on Discord. I know you can have group chats as well, but like that's a server. I need to remember. There you go. Nice. Oh man. I was thinking about my nose because of drawing it and how to really like convey my Polish bump in like a decent way. I usually just make my nose slightly hooked because that's how my nose looks whenever I pose my face in certain ways, but like naturally have a little bit of a bump at the end. I have like bump. And I was thinking about like it was, you know, ADHD brain going from like one thing through like a million other things before settling on another topic. But I started thinking about my art history class that I'm taking right now and how we're going over disability in art. And one of the bad examples we went over was the fucking music video by Sia. And like when that came up, we all like reacted like, ugh, not this. And my professor, she was like, do any of you know about this? And like I was like nodding and I like slightly raised my hand a bit. And then she was like, Sammy, tell me, what is wrong with this? And I was just like, ugh, where do I start? What isn't wrong with it? And she was like, yeah, it's a lot. I totally understand. But then I was like, well, to sum it up, it is very much ableist, but a little fun fact, it is also racist because the main actress, I remember she was put in blackface. And that was wild. Yeah, so not only is that music video of ableist, it's also racist. And I know that's a wild thing to bring up right now, but then I saw like the date, like the year it came out, and I thought it came out while I was still in high school or something. But no, it came out in 2021. And I totally forgot. I totally forgot that that's when it came out. Wild. Absolutely wild. But then I got to thinking, because Sia had been diagnosed as autistic fairly recently, and I would like to share a little important bit of advice. Disabled people can be ableist. In fact, there are a lot of disabled people with lower support needs that tend to be very ableist, especially towards those with higher support needs. Because they think, well, I don't need it, therefore you don't need it. Which is a really, really bad mindset. A very, very, very bad mindset. But needless to say, I'm very much enjoying this art history course. It very much relates to the gender studies course I'm also taking. And just, I love it whenever all of my classes relate to one another. It makes me very happy. Feels good. Always makes it easier to really like get the motivation to do things and keep up with my classes. That is not a proper side view. Hold on. Yeah, make sure it's a proper side view. Which means we're gonna have to do a little bit of trimming in certain places. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually cut off this arm at the sleeve so the shoulder's still there. Alright. Might actually be a bit too high. Might have to cut that off a little higher. Or a bit too low, I meant. Not too high. It's too low! But man, I had to start thinking about like this big paper I have to write. I'm probably gonna be writing several papers this semester. And I haven't really written any big papers in like a while. I haven't really taken any classes that have required big papers. Thankfully, usually whenever there is like big papers, I have plenty of time to work on it, and there's usually like milestone grading points. Like there's a proposal I have to do, and then there's peer review. And I think that's it. I think those are the 2 milestones for this paper that I'm talking about. It's an 8-page paper, which actually really isn't that much, especially if you're talking about something you really enjoy talking about, or it's something you're just very knowledgeable over. Very easy to make papers that big, actually. I know a lot of people are like, ew, more than 3 pages? No thank you. And I get it. Writing papers can be very exhausting, especially if you don't have, like, the motivation for it. But whenever you do find something you really like, then like you can write about that thing for way longer than 8 pages. Old. We'll be adding hair later, but like for now, no. We're just working on this. Actually, since the ears stick out a bit, I want you to change that a little. But we can worry about that later, whenever we get back to the hair. Ugh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. need to put that a bit higher, actually. Ooh! Might actually need to angle that a bit. Alright, there we go. That's better. Man, I've been rewatching the show 911 as of late. Not Lone Star. Lone Star isn't that good, but I've been rewatching 911 and it's been nice to have that on in the background while I work on other things. Especially actual like projects. It's been very nice. Because I've been able to really like focus on stuff while also like catch up. Because like I stopped watching it a while back, so there's several seasons that I've missed out on. I'm very excited to catch back up. But man, I forgot about the episode where they get all doped up. And someone gave them some tampered brownies. And oh man, the moment I realized what it was, I was like, oh no, the moment is coming up with Bobby. So sad. I also remember the first time I watched through it, I remember my dad would sometimes walk in and he'd see what I was watching, and like sometimes it'd be like a moment with Bobby and he'd be crying because he's grieving. And my dad would be like, what a pussy, but that was because he didn't know why Bobby was crying. But I can guarantee you, if like he had been through something similar, he would very much react to the same way. I can't do a full-on half view. It has to have something to it. This is starting to get on my nerves. Like, this was forever ago, because season 1 came out in 2018, so I was still in high school when I started watching that show. Yeah. He has changed in that regard. And I think my parents would like that show now. I don't know. I like it because I like seeing people get saved. I don't know. It makes me think of House. I haven't watched very many like medical shows, so like I don't have much of anything else to compare to because I'm extremely picky, especially just with live action in general. I'm just very picky in regards to that. I can't help it. That's just how I am. But I like 911. It's a good show. Very much shows light on all the things that can go in. Oh, hello! Thank you for the follow! Oh man, you just reminded me. I need to update my alerts because I've been thinking about making some changes to those so it's not just the default things, and I think it'd be fun. I just haven't done it yet because I just started my spring semester, so I haven't had nearly as much free time. I'm very... But thank you for reminding me of that. I very much need to update that. I think it would be fun. A fun update. I'm doing great! Fridays are always very nice chill days for streaming. And this is my first multi-stream drawing, working on a ref sheet for my VTuber. Because I've never done that before, and I thought it would be nice to do that on stream. I'm also thinking about my classes and some of the things I've been watching as of late. Just in general, getting more adjusted to my new schedule. Yeah, but I don't think it'll be much longer before I like really get back into the swing of things. Yeah, Blicky. Let's see. Knee's a bit off again. It keeps happening. Yeah, all of this over here, I did that last week. So this week, I've been working on this. A little side view, because this was easy to do, because I just had to flip this and then modify it. It's for my VTuber. You see my little PNG tuber in the bottom right? That's who I'm doing. I'm doing the reference sheet. Because I don't draw reference sheets ever. It's one of my biggest artist flaws is I don't make character sheets or anything like that. But the main reason why I didn't do that until now is because my art has gone through like a big change. Because I've been going through the bulk of my major these past couple semesters, and that's very much helped me advance my the quality of my art greatly. Like only a few months ago my art looked completely different. Like that's how quick. And I'm really happy with how things have changed. Let's see. It's kind of lined up. Yeah, it's so nice. Like I even changed the brush so like things do look different. Like let's see. Let's see. I don't know if I still have the old files for my assets, but let's see. Yeah, changing is hard, but it's a very important part of just growing with time. It's very important. See, when did I make this? I made this in August. Not the best example, let's see. Because August was several months ago. Oh. Well, actually, no. I could just pull out the big file with all the things. My let's see, where is it? Yeah, my stream background. This is my starting soon screen, but this is the new one. This is the old one. I made this roughly, yeah, somewhere back in like April, or not April, freaking somewhere back in August, somewhere August, September. Yeah, it's nice, but I'm glad I've changed my style a bit. Very green, yes. Green is my color. Green is good. I like green a lot. And let's see. I changed my brush because working with a pixelated brush usually forces me to be very precise and perfect. I like the look of it, but it just made pieces very, very time consuming. And switching to this brush gave me a little bit of room for error. And having that room for error gave me room to grow. And I'm glad I decided to make that push because about this time last year, I was barely posting because I just couldn't find the motivation to draw, and I also I couldn't really like it was just so time consuming the things I did with my art, so I'm glad I've completely uprooted all of that since, and my art is looking better for it. Like, this might sound wild, but this figure, I wasn't really able to draw thinner figures until recently. Which is crazy, because most of the time, people default to, like, thinner figures, but I defaulted to more, like, full, muscular, or fatter figures than my own. And, being able to draw my own figure now fairly accurately at that it feels nice. It feels nice being able to finally, like, draw myself, like, not feel bad about it or anything like that. It's great. I have grown a lot over the past year. Pretty much since I started streaming, I've grown a lot, and it's nice. Damn belly button. Well, thank you. I try to be a very nice person, very, like, encouraging and inspirational, because I've been through some rough shit, and I know other people are going through rough shit. I just like to be there to be like, hey, I believe in you. You don't have to be perfect, you don't have to do everything. Just a little bit. Just a little push. Bit by bit, baby steps. And you'll get there eventually. I know that's extremely vague, but Undyne's music is encouraging me right now. The neck looks weird. It's this right here. There you go. That's better. Yeah, and I think being 22 has helped as well. Like, ever since I hit my 20s, things have gotten better. Like, I guess just a good, like, blanket term of advice would be, like, if you're a teenager, it's gonna suck. Shit sucks when you're a teenager. But I don't know what it is about entering my 20s. I have no idea what exactly it is, but, like, things just got better. I guess it's because, like whenever you're entering your 20s, like, you're like, puberty is concluding. Like, no more puberty. Less immature people. Your brain's developing more. It's like, it's finishing up. It's doing all those finishing touches in your early to mid 20s. Because you don't fully stop growing until you're 25. And I guess just remembering that has helped me a lot with getting through a lot of the tough spots. And, like, there are always little ways to improve things. Even if it seems, like, dumb or cheesy, sometimes it just does work. Sometimes it just does. And it's absurd, but even if it is absurd, if something helps you, then it helps. And that's what matters. It doesn't matter if it's absurd. It's not the absurdity that matters, it's the betterment, the care, and the knowing what to do for yourself. Even if you have to be a little cringe. Like, there's this Tumblr post I know of. It's like, Sometimes you have to be a little mentally ill to get mentally well. So if you have to imagine your fave cheering you on or being proud of you for brushing your teeth, then do it. So if you have to imagine that Goku is proud of you for brushing your teeth or like wiping your face down or doing your laundry, then fucking imagine Goku cheering you on for brushing your teeth or washing your face or doing your laundry. There's nothing wrong with being a little cringy if it means getting better. I mean, after all, it is your life. And when you're in the privacy of your own home, or your own room, or you're just by yourself in the bathroom, if that's what it takes, is to be a little cringy when no one's looking, then do it. This line's all messy. There we go. Better. But I've been through a lot. I do have chronic pain. I have hypermobility issues. And, I'm neurodivergent. So learning to be okay with being cringy. Learning to be okay with just, like, doing things a little different from everybody else. That has helped me leaps and bounds. Let's see. That horn's a bit high. Yeah, because learning that, like, it doesn't matter if, like, you're a little bizarre or cringy has helped me a lot. Socially as well, actually. I'm actually extremely extroverted and outgoing. I really love talking about things that I like and things that I make. And that helps a lot with critiques. Like, in my drawing classes, I love critiques. I love critiques so much. And, like, that sounds like something you wouldn't like, because it's like you're putting your work in front of other people and you're being judged. And, like, people are, like, pointing out certain things. But it's also, like, presenting the thing you made. And, like, there's just something so nice about it. And being all like, this is my thing! This was my intention. This is, how it works. And, I don't know what else to say to be vague. But, like, it could be a serious thing or, like, a lighthearted thing. It doesn't even have to have, like, a lot of meaning or anything like that. Sometimes it just has to be all about, like, the process. And, all about, like, how it made you feel. And, like, what all you put into it. Because sometimes, like, explaining all that can, like, really, like, help a lot with critiques. Because, like, it gives people more knowledge on, like, what all goes into it. Like, this, you could even, like, help with the subject matter. Like, I've made pieces related to my chronic pain, and, like, I didn't explain that at first. I wanted to see how other people perceived it before I explained that. And then whenever I did, like, everyone was like, whoa, this changes everything. And I was like, huh. That's the power of presenting your stuff and being, like, open and stuff. Unfortunately, because of COVID, most people don't really socialize, even now. Especially, like, I don't know how old you are, but people around my age, like, even though I graduated from high school pre-COVID, I still had to start my college education during COVID. And, it's just wild. It's wild. Like, finally, like, I'm all, like, social and outgoing, but like other people around our age aren't, and I just hope other people can eventually get to that point as well. It's nice finally finding my light, and I want to see other people find their light too. Just like seeing people thrive, I guess. Like helping people, making things for people to enjoy, react, and respond to. Just like put a message out there like, hey, you're not alone. I'm here too. You're never alone. There's always somebody else out there. Yeah, socializing can very much be weird, but it's important. Yeah, there's always like some sort of discomfort to it. Like, in my student organization, we're about to have another meeting in a couple weeks, and I'm very much the most outgoing person in our organization. But that's mostly because I like it. I like our organization, and I like doing what we do. But like it feels like I'm making other people uncomfortable by being so outgoing, because I remember last semester I had to make a little speech like, I'm not going to be able to participate very much this semester. And I hope the rest of you can as well and really enjoy everything that this organization has to offer. And like I noticed the people in like the back of the room looked so uncomfortable, and I was just like, oh no. But like whenever you find your niche, it's very nice. I don't even know if that really would be a niche. I don't know. I got lucky. Because I had only figured out a year and a half ago that I actually really do enjoy socializing. And that I'm not an introvert. I actually really enjoy spending time with people, and I get energy from it. I'm a shy extrovert is what I am. People assume that like being shy automatically means you're an introvert. Nope. Not even close. Not even close. You can be shy and still be an extrovert. You can be all loud and proud and still be an introvert. Like, it's just those terms get like used in ways that aren't really exactly proper. As I see people associate like outgoingness with being extroverted and being shy with being introverted. But really, what those terms only mean is that if you're an introvert, you tend to get a bit drained from social situations, so you tend to recharge all by yourself when you're all alone, and then when you're extroverted, you get energy from being in social situations. Like, that's pretty much it. It's just like depending on like if socializing like invigorates or tires you out. Like, that's pretty much it. And a lot of people tend to not know that, because the internet does what the internet does best, and these are totally off. This doesn't look off though, so. Drawing my VTuber's hair from the side is not easy. But yeah, I love socializing and I love participating in things, but I am extremely shy. And I don't like initiating conversations because I don't know when or how to do it. And that sometimes applies to, we're going back to critiques again, talking about art critiques. But it's more of like, whenever other people are presenting and like we as a group are giving input, like I don't know when to like actually speak. Cause like in regular school you'll like raise your hand and stuff, but like you don't always raise your hand whenever it comes to like other things in college and university. It's wild. But yeah, socializing is fun, but like starting it is not. I can actually bring this one down a little. Like one of them's always a little Actually, according to the angle, this one needs to go down. So yeah, I always see people gaming. Not quite. I'm gaming in spirit. I always see people using those terms incorrectly. Is spirit gaming. I'm gaming in my heart, my mind, my soul. But not my body. Nope. We're drawing today. But like, once I learned that like I'm a shy extrovert, I was like, anytime I see someone be like, "OMG, I'm so shy, I'm an introvert," I'm just like, not necessarily. Non-physical gaming. Like, it's one of those things where whenever you learn it, you just like, there's a part of you that just wants to scream out and be like, "No, you're incorrect. But I don't want to be an asshole, so I won't tell you." Cause then, like, you'd have to say that like a million times, be like, "Oh, actually," and then people will make fun of you for being a fucking nerd. So, I guess the best way to introduce that is just through chatting on stream. It's more friendly, like the conversation just comes up. Having a real rough go with this hair. But I think I've got it figured out pretty well. Just to see like the back better. Cause like the arm at these angles is enough, but seeing like how the back curves and all that stuff is pretty important. Yeah, but we're not gonna remove the leg. Just the arm. It is so sorry. The first monster to actually kill me whenever I played through the game. That was my first death, was to So Sorry. He got me with his stupid tail. I was so upset. Your first death was to So Sorry. It was to So Sorry. I had gotten all the way to Hotland without dying. And then I went to go see So Sorry. And like, I was just chilling, just taking my time, but he was so much tougher than I thought he would be, so he got me. When I first played the game, I died to Papyrus like 5 times. Oh no! Yeah, I guess because I've played Deltarune, I guess I just had like a better skill set to take on the enemies in Undertale, or the monsters in Undertale. They're not really enemies, are they? They're only enemies if you play Genocide, and I only did True Pacifist. I'm obviously better now, but my first time I ever died to Papyrus was... First time ever I died to Papyrus so many times. I will admit, I almost died to Toriel. I only died a few times in my playthrough. I died to So Sorry, and then I died, I think, twice. No, I died once to Asgore. You can actually die to Toriel, but it has to be done on purpose. And like for a frame, she has this shocked expression because she accidentally killed you. So yeah, you can't actually die to Toriel, but it has to be done on purpose. You can't actually do it on accident. Yeah, normally. I do remember seeing like it was either Sean's playthrough or Mark's playthrough, like back in the day. One of them accidentally did die to Toriel because of freaking out. So it is also possible to accidentally die if you're just like that bad. It's kind of funny though. But yeah, my first death was to So Sorry, and then I died to Asgore, and I think I died either 2 or 3 times to Photoshop Flowey. So I died 5 times. And in the neutral pacifist part of the playthrough. So Sorry is a secret character in Undertale, a secret little boss fight, because it's secret because you have to like have your PC at a very specific time. It's like October 8th at like some specific time of day to meet him in like a secret room in Hotland. And that he is a character that was added through one of the Kickstarter goals. And this person was the only person to donate, like I think it was either $1,000 or $10,000 to the Kickstarter, and so their character was added to the game as a secret boss. And Muffet was a similar one, but not quite at that magnitude. More so like there are just some monsters that got added in as like Kickstarter goals, and I think Muffet may have been one of the smaller ones. Well, obviously, because they said that the person who had So Sorry put the game was the only person to donate that giant sum of money. But I don't remember much other than that. But yeah, So Sorry is a secret boss. Totally optional. Totally secret. And yeah. It's pretty cool. Gosh, and in the true part of the pacifist run I did, I died a couple of times to the amalgamates, and then I think I died. Yes, I would like to be a big shot. I would love to be a big shot. Is accurate enough. This little piece right here can always be a little tricky, and you gotta keep in mind that it's like this. I'll be putting more little images over here of like little details. Enjoy the shadows. Man, there's all sorts of little secrets. But yeah, I only died a few times in my first playthrough, but I guess it's because of the fact that I have played Deltarune. That, I just had the skills. I did almost die to Mettaton, though. I was very, very close to dying to Mettaton, but I ate the snow piece on accident, and that's what saved me. But I didn't want to reload my save, so I ate the snow piece. And made the snowman very upset. Like, hey, what happened to my piece? Like, I'm sorry, dude. I ate it on accident. I was stress eating because I didn't want to die. I haven't played Undertale on stream yet, though. I plan on saving that for a little marathon idea I have. But that idea is waiting until Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 of Deltarune come out. Because then we'll be able to do the marathon. Now, when that marathon happens also depends on my uni stuff, because if they come out in the fall, then we'll have to wait until after I graduate or after I finish the next semester. I will hopefully be graduating next semester. But that is very much hinging on my ability to get my my minor GPA back up, which is such a stupid thing. Minors don't even matter. Cause like they don't really like they're not added to your degree or anything like that. They're just there as like extra cushion. But you don't get anything from it. I guess you get the credits in case you decide to turn your minor into a major. But like, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's looking good. Unfortunately, I have to leave now. It's getting real late for me. Oh. Well, bye-bye, and thank you for the wishes. I hope you have a good evening. Bye-bye. I'm assuming it's evening, judging by the fact that you said it's late. Time zones, am I right? Wild, wild things. Speaking of time zones, it makes me think of accents. And, I'm very obviously American, but like, I was thinking about, how other Americans perceive specific accents. Like, depending on the region. And my accent is called a political accent. It is normally a very artificial accent. It's the accent you hear a lot of politicians use, but forcefully. But this is just my accent. It's because I grew up in a military family, and we had moved all sorts of places. So I don't really have much of a specific accent. It's very much just a muddled combination of different accents together. Dun, dun, dun. I need to shrink you down a little bit, actually. Let me see. There we go. That's much better. Sometimes you just gotta squish the face over a bit. Yeah, I think I need to do something with the ear a little bit. I have a feeling that for Deltarune, the new chapters are probably going to release on the anniversary, just like Chapter 2 came out on Chapter 1's anniversary. But I would hope for it to release in the summer. That would be ideal for me specifically, but it probably won't happen. Who knows? It could release at any time. Toby is so like secretive about this stuff, and like it does get a little frustrating sometimes, but that's just how it is sometimes. And besides, I kind of like it that way. I know I was just complaining, but like that was out of selfishness, but in reality, I actually like how secretive he is with that stuff, because we wouldn't want any real important information getting out, because that would probably sour the experience a bit. I'm fairly open with my own games development, but that's because I'm just starting out and it's not really like a super big important project to me. But I have been very secretive about other projects. Like well, not tournament. Tournament is changing though from how it was. I've been a bit secretive about how that's been going, but there are other projects, longer term projects, things that I can't really work on yet, that I have been more secretive over. I just don't want them to be public yet, you know? I totally understand. Just the pure silence in relation to Deltarune's development. Hmm. If we did get rid of this, make it an actual proper. Because, like, there's certain parts that don't quite look right, and I think that's why. Goodness gracious! I'm just having a blast today, aren't I? You know what? I should do that more often. It helps me focus a little. I've been a bit reluctant about doing silly singing while drawing, only because I don't like the way my PNG tuber looks whenever I do that. But it's mostly just like holding long notes that really like make it look a bit jarring. Excuse me. But that's just a small price to pay for having a more dynamic looking PNG tuber. Here we go. There's actually some things I need to work on these. Oopsie. I was on the pen. Need to clean up some things on here too. A little. I never even finished what I was saying about accents, especially like different American accents. I used to live in the South. Like I lived in a little town in Georgia. And one of the funniest bits of misinformation was the fact that like because my accent was different and I was from somewhere else, they were like, oh, we got a southern accent, therefore you must have a northern accent. I do not have a northern accent. I have a political accent, and I tried to tell them that, and I was like, no, a northern accent is like something from New Jersey, something like that, and they made fun of me for mimicking it. They just never took me seriously. Anyway, screw those guys. I wasn't even friends with them in high school. I only really have contact with one friend from then. We sometimes share posts, and it's nice. She sometimes pops in stream. It's really lovely. My longest running friend. The friend I've been friends with for the longest. My god. We've been friends for like almost 12 years now. That's wild. Because I think we met each other in 7th grade, and I believe that is whenever we became friends. Was either the end of 6th grade or like towards the beginning of 7th grade. I didn't really have very many friends in 6th grade because that's when I changed schools. But I do remember yeah, it must have been 7th grade. I was 12 and she was 13. My birthday is right before the cutoff. My birthday's July 18th. So that means that I was younger than pretty much everybody in my grade. It's always so funny whenever I'm like, oh, I was 17 when I graduated, and there are people that are like, oh, so you like skipped a year or something? No. If I skipped a year, then I would have graduated at 16, but my parents decided it wasn't a good idea, and for good reason. Like, even though I was doing exceptionally well, I don't think skipping a grade would have been good for me. Both for my mental health and my physical safety, because sometimes other high schoolers or even middle schoolers can be a bit predatory. That is never nice. It's never cool. Never fun. Alright. Time to join the rest. Oopsie. Thought I had picked that. Yeah, it's good. That looks nice. Oop, hold on. I just realized I forgot this. Actually, let me see if I can just cheese this a little bit. Excuse me. It's cheesing time. totally forgot the little tattoo. Which I don't have this tattoo, but I would like to have this tattoo. I think it'd be nice. Let me manipulate this a bit. Transform, retransform. Actually, not like that. I need to do mesh transformation. Sometimes you gotta mesh things a little bit. And besides, I can just draw over these whenever I put it down. You'd be surprised to find out that it's actually kind of difficult to do 4-pointed stars well sometimes. I'm not sure why exactly, but it is what it is. Alright. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, wrong tool. Like, where's the line? There is no line. You're on the eraser. And not anymore. We fixed that problem. Yeah, I know I just said that I would like to get this as a tattoo, but honestly, I'd take a little more time to consider that before actually finalizing that. It is nice looking, but like, I don't have any tattoos, and I've kind of just like, I guess partially committed to that. Not really intentionally, but like, you know, I just haven't gotten any tattoos, so I don't really feel like a really strong desire to have any, but it's nice to put them on my VTuber. Besides, since it's on something so changeable, I can just decide to either get rid of it or change it. You know? I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Ah. All freshened up. And yes, I was popping my knuckles and my wrist whenever the crunchy sound showed up. I'm left-handed, but I'm using my right hand for the mouse, and it's a little stiff sometimes. Alright, now comes the annoying part. Well, not the annoying part, I actually really like this part. But, it'll be annoying to, like, figure out how to make it look even for some of these things. The shading lines. There we go. Actually, no, hold on. Let me undo that. Yeah, I think I've stated this before, but if you ever wonder why I just don't change my brush size ever, it's because I would need to change the way I apply pressure with my hand, and that could mess up my brush strokes, so I'd rather just like have a hard time figuring out where my brush is going to land instead of having a hard time figuring out how to make the line look proper. This is just how I've always been with things. Like I find a specific brush size and I stick with it. There are of course exceptions, like if I had a really small canvas, then I would change the brush size a little bit. And I've done that before. You know, we've talked about the frustrations of trying to learn how to make a VTuber, like a live 2D VTuber before, but I really do think that that's just one of those things where I'm just gonna have to throw in the towel and, like, instead of trying to make it myself, just commission somebody to make one for me one day in the distant future, because VTubers are expensive. And I do not have super disposable income. I have a little bit of income that I can use on things, but I'm working on saving up to pay off at least most of my loans, so I don't have to worry about a bunch of debt whenever I graduate, because that would be scary. Debt is scary. I'm scared of debt. Like, even if it's like to like my dad. Like, he's had to help me with paying some things before. But I just hate owing money regardless of the amount. Like, I want to just be able to just pay back immediately and be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm such a big coward whenever it comes to debt. It scares me. But I don't know. I also just want to be responsible. And, you know, I need to look up this, but, I need to look this up just to be certain, but I think student loans, paying them off and stuff doesn't really count towards your credit, so I don't really have any credit, unfortunately. But I need to recheck that to make sure for certain that student loans don't impact your credit. I would really like it if it did, because then I would have awesome credit for paying off my loans early. But I don't think they do. You know, Your Best Nightmare used to be my favorite song on the Undertale soundtrack, but then I remembered just how much of a yoinky sploinky banger Metal Crusher is, and that one's my favorite. But Your Best Nightmare is really good as well. Also, it has the break sound sample. It's the break loop. The wings. The the metaphorical wings. We'll need to incorporate the actual wings soon, but not yet. Yeah, this song is a total banger. It's a bit underappreciated. I feel like core is like, because like that section of the game is kind of meh, because it's mostly just like dealing with mercenaries. It just kind of like doesn't have as strong of an impression as some of the other areas. I don't know. I haven't really heard anyone be like, "Core, that song is amazing. I love that song." It's just like, oh, it's the core. But it really is good, especially if you listen to some of the background beats. It's really, really good. When I was talking about the show 911 earlier, there was a reason why I was specifically like not Lone Star, because Lone Star isn't very good. And like I hate to say that because I was so excited whenever it was announced. I was like, oh my god! There's more content! More of the same thing I love! And then it came out and I was like, oh, this isn't all that great. But the thing about Lone Star is that it has a lot of like forced inclusivity, and like I know like normally that's like a red flag thing to say, like, oh, this thing has forced inclusivity, but what I mean by that is I mean like the cast is nice. I like the cast, but the problem isn't the cast, it's the way they're handled. Because you've got the trans man who is constantly miserable and can't ever get a date because he's trans and therefore he must be miserable. Like that kind of stereotype. And then there's the hijabi and this poor woman. Oh my god. They had to do the obligatory, oh, let's see what she looks like without her hijab. Oh my god, she's secretly hot. Oh my god, and the video goes viral and she gets kicked out of her mosque. Wow. Like the problem with this whole thing is their forced diversity is called forced for a reason because none of these characters are really treated with respect, and even like the captain, his whole like problematic trait is that he likes self-care. Why is that problematic? Why is that problematic? What is the problem with that? Why is that like such a shameful thing for him to be into? I guess it's because they were like, oh my god, look at this man. He's like your stereotypical cishet white man and he loves self-care. Oh my god. And it's like, come on. I don't know why Lone Star is so different in that way compared to just the base show, because the base show is really good. And like has a wonderful cast. And I guess they wanted more, but they took it in the wrong direction when they heard the term more. So they ended up doing that. And it's not good. And apparently, I didn't watch much of the show, but apparently, one of my friends had. So she was able to fill me in on like these other characters, like this Christian couple who's extremely obnoxious, which also falls under a stereotype, by the way. It very much just like, ugh. Like it's just like, hearing all that makes me sad. Like I was already really bummed out whenever I saw the trans guy get dumped. Cause like, that was really unfortunate, cause they really had something, but she just couldn't date him because he's trans. And like, of course, that was the start of the whole, oh, trans people can't be happy kind of cliche and stereotype. And it was really sad to see. Cause like, he's a great character. You know what's interesting is that he actually reminds me of Laverne Cox's character in Orange is the New Black, but like the other way around. Because I don't remember much from Orange is the New Black, but I remember that she was a firefighter back before she came out. I remember seeing that scene of her like in her uniform pre-transition and like taking off her uniform and like we see her undergarments. And I remember that. But yeah, it's kind of like the other way around. It's very similar in that regard. But like, one is before and one is after, I guess. I don't know. Words are weird, but I'm sure if you understand what I mean, then you get it. But I need to rewatch Orange is the New Black, actually. I think I watched up to season 4 because I had seen... I think it was like... I had seen the season after Pusey had died, but like before I had watched the show, and this was back when I was in high school, I think. This was a while ago. But yeah, I was like, oh, I should watch this show, and then like I watched up until like right before she died. I don't know why I stopped. I think maybe I was just busy with things. I'm pretty sure it was towards like the end of my high school career, so that's probably why. Yeah, that'll work. I like 911 because it's like there are people getting saved and like the characters are cool, and I had made like the comparison to House because like it had those same very simple traits. Like, they save people, there's things going on between the characters that's really interesting. Sometimes something shocking happens. I only made those comparisons because I haven't watched very many, like, I haven't watched very many of those types of shows. Really, the only things I could think of that I've watched that pertain to that same general formula have been House, Bones, and 911. And I just like seeing them help people, and sometimes they don't succeed, but that's not really within your control most of the time. Sometimes shit just happens and it sucks. But you gotta learn how to move on. And that's a big part of that show. All those shows, like, sometimes you can't get it, and it sucks when that happens, but it is what it is. You gotta keep your chin up so you can help others. Well, Bones doesn't really have that because it's a forensics show, but it kind of sort of has something like that sometimes. Only sometimes. I don't know. I guess I just like seeing people get saved, and I like seeing people save and help others. I guess that's what I try to convey through my art sometimes, is just like a desire to help people with what I make. Sometimes it doesn't quite come out that way, but that's fine. Just giving something for people to enjoy. I may not be able to help physically, but I can help with comfort and stuff like that. Provide things for people to enjoy. Latch onto and be like, this is nice. This brings me comfort and joy. And I would like to see more. Just giving back to the same community that's helped me out so much. All the content creators and cartoonists, artists, and animators that have helped me out in the past. I want to do the same. Yeah, I like seeing people be helped because I like helping people. I guess that's what the whole easiest way to summarize that is. Oh my gosh, it's been almost 2 hours already. You just noticed? I didn't even notice before. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah, it looks about right. Are we changing those to like a certain filter whenever I color in these? But for now, let's start working on some other things. Actually, hold on. I didn't do the face shape totally properly, but I think it'll be fine. Maybe not. Hold on. Actually, let me see real quick. Yeah, my face shape is more like that. I'm out the cutesy cheeks. Cause I got cheekbones! I got real defined cheekbones at that. So, to help with this, I will simply just take this. Oops. Oh, sorry! Let me move this over. Let me flip it around as well. So that we can align the cheekbones. That should be right. Right. Cool. We can erase literally everything except for the cheekbones. There we go. And then do this. And this. There we go. More accurate face shape. That looks more proper. Might actually do something about this actually. And we'll worry about this later. Yeah, that looks better. There we go. Nice! I knew something was a little off. Here's some notes, like teeth. That's important. Yeah, I'm gonna do another layer for all that stuff. Ugh, what do I even start with? So many things I need to make notes of, like... I think some alts would be nice. A little thing to keep in mind as well. It's like... we have an undercut, so that's important. Don't ever draw me with my hair up like this, or I will come for you, and you will not be happy about it. I will ruin your day. Do not ever put me in a cringy man bun. I do not like putting my hair up at all. I think I look goofy. Everybody else is like, oh, you look great, but I don't feel like I look great. I feel like I look cringy and silly, and I don't like it very much. But I'm just doing this as like I have an undercut. So, yeah. I'm just gonna very messily sketch these out because I kind of want to just like sketch these out and then end stream and finish this next week. I love Thunder Snail. Also an underappreciated song. I do wear glasses, in real life, so I thought it'd be nice to like be like, hey, you could draw my VTuber with glasses, but only like this specifically, because these are my glasses. I can't stop you from using other types of glasses, but like I would prefer these ones that I'm about to draw. You know? Excuse me. I think the only feature of mine that I have actually been able to draw consistently for several years is probably my eyebrows. I have very nice looking eyebrows, very full, thick eyebrows. And I had actually, I've been drawing this type of eyebrow probably since middle school. Because, I was like, man, anime characters always have like these little pencil thin eyebrows. Those are not pencil thin. Like this. Like maybe like a little bit of thickness here. Like in anime, thick eyebrows are like that. Very small still. But no, I was like, I'm gonna show them some real thick eyebrows. Some, not like real thick as in like really thick, but real as in like actual. And like it's not like thick, but like thicker. I don't have like the thickest of eyebrows, but it's much thicker than how most people draw eyebrows. I think it's worth doing. Just making these eyebrows. Yeah, several things that I tend to really like give character that most people don't. Eyebrows, ears, and teeth. Those are things I tend to put a lot of thought into when designing characters. Well, not a lot of thought. It's more of like effortless consideration, but I still like to consider them. All of my tournament characters have different looking teeth, different looking ears, and different looking brows. And I feel like that's just important. You know? Putting way more effort into this than I thought I would have, but it's fine. How do my eyeglasses actually look? Hold on. Let me take a picture. Not of my actual face, but just of my glasses by themselves. There we go. Let me put this back on. Can't see shit without these things. Very big glasses. Might just draw these separately and then like impose them over the image, but for now, just doing this. Yeah, my big wireframe glasses. I'll worry about that later. Yeah, bring this down. All of this needs to come down. Just a little further down. We're not putting too much effort into this right now. We can clean it up. I already said that. We can clean it up next week. Yeah, I don't want to take too long because I do have some things I need to do. I don't wear my glasses chains very often, but I do have some, and they've got little dangly stars. They're 5-pointed, but these, I want these to be 4-pointed to fit the theme better. Just a bit better. Yeah, I don't have an actual glasses alt. This is the first time I've drawn my VTuber with my glasses, but I've been really considering it because of the glasses chains I recently got. I think it'd be nice. My dad just scared the shit out of me. He just opened my door to say hello. But he scared me. I don't know why that scared me. I guess I'm just like super focused and it caught me off guard. And this one will be the straight hair because I haven't actually worn my hair like this in a while and I have been growing it out, so I think it would be fair to like share what that all looks like. My hair is longer than this. It's like down to here now actually. I have very long hair now. It's not long in most people's terms, but it's long on my terms. I haven't had hair this long in like 3 years. That's how long it's been. It's been 3 years. I'll be cleaning this up as well, of course. I'll be cleaning this up as well, obviously. And then there's the teeth. I have to make a teeth reference as well. Which, by the way, the teeth are designed to look more like my own. If you've ever wondered why in some of my art and even in my PNG tuber why my teeth look a specific way, they're supposed to look like my own. With some crazy canines added in, because who doesn't like fangs? Actually, I need to fix that a little bit. Like you can see them best in my in one of my profile pictures. Let's see, where is it? This one. Yeah, this one you can see the teeth really well. Oopsie. Now this is something that people don't actually have to follow to a T or anything like that, but because I know that most people prefer not to draw individual teeth, but it would still be good to include. Actually, I'll build off of that and do the spooky ref as well. A little bit. The spooky! Actually, I've been thinking about modifying spooky. The spooky form a little bit. I think the last time I drew spooky was for Halloween. Let's see. It wasn't on Halloween, but it was like week of Halloween, I believe. Is that in this folder? Hold on. Let's see. Where are you? Spooky. Where are you, Spooky? There it is. Spooky! Spooky. Like, you can even still see how things have changed a little bit. It still wasn't quite there yet. But look at that. Spooky. That's right, I forgot also to include the wings and the tail. I'll just do that for this one. I also need to do the whoopsie. The jewelry. You may notice that that's missing still. I'll probably make 2 versions, one with the jewelry and one without, just so that's all visible. No, I think I know how I'll do it, just so it's all on one image. Let's see. Yeah, let's just get rid of this one, because normally I just like make one wing and then like do just make it symmetrical. That's what I did with my PNG tuber. You can tell if you like really look at them. That is literally just the same exact wing. Just duplicated. It made the whole creation process way easier. I can actually make this a bit smaller. It's a bit big. I'm a bit inconsistent about this, the end of the tail and its size, but it's not super important for it to be like accurately sized. Oof, yeah, this is the last thing I'm doing. I was starting to lose focus, like my eyes can't even focus anymore, so... There we go. Now I can finally get rid of that. Alright. Actually, hold on. Let me see... We're gonna duplicate the tail, but just to really, like, place it where it needs to be on the other one. To share the location. Those little, triangles at the top of the butt are usually a good way to, determine where it sits, though, so... I think that's about right. No, there it is. That's the spot. Yeah, like you can see it on the technical difficulties screen. So let me show it just real quick. You can see it where it sits, just about. And I moved it a little bit up here, but that's fine. My other screens aren't like super reliable as refs because there's certain little inconsistencies, like the tattoo's a little off on some of them, but that's because I did those up real quick. Like my starting soon screen, I'm not super happy with how it turned out. It's good, but like, I feel like it's not quite there, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's whatever. Yeah. What else do I need to make note of? We can make note of the jewelry over here. Yeah, because I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be, or not tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. Absolutely not tomorrow. I need my weekends. I always need my weekends. But anyway, yeah, that's it for now. Let's save that. There we go. Wonderful. Let me put up my tablet. Perfect song to end on too. Anyway, that's all for today. We'll be doing more of this next week. We'll finish it next week. As like this is pretty good so far. Well, anyway, it's time to say bye-byes. Thank you so much for visiting. Today was nice. Today was really, really nice. Anyway, thank you so much for visiting. I hope you have a great day. And as always, farewell.